3.4 VLAN trunks. A trunk is a point-to-point link between one or more Ethernet switch interfaces and another network device, such as a router or a switch. Ethernet trunk carries traffic of multiple VLANs over a single link, and you can extend the VLANs across an entire network. So here is a picture shows trunk links. As you can see, the trunk link is the link connected between switch A and switch B. All other links, any links connect switch to computers, they are access links. They are not trunk links. Unlike access ports, trunk ports are capable of carrying traffic for multiple VLANs and are configured on ports that are connecting to other switches. To support trunking, the original Ethernet frames must be modified to carry VLAN information, commonly called the VLAN identifier or the number. This ensures that the broadcast integrity is maintained. For instance, if a device from VLAN 1 has generated a broadcast and a connected switch has received it, when this switch forwards it to other switches, these switches need to know the VLAN origin so that they can forward this frame out only VLAN 1 ports and not other VLAN ports. Cisco supports two Ethernet trunking methods. The first one is the proprietary inter-switch link, called the ISL protocol for Ethernet. IEEE 802.1q, commonly referred to as the .1q for Ethernet. This is standard by IEEE, so not only Cisco can use this method, other brands such as HP switches can also use this method. This table shows the commands we can use to configure trunk ports or trunk links. First, we need to enter into the global configuration mode by using config terminal command. And then choose that particular interface you want to configure. And then use the switch port mode. In this case, use the keyword trunk instead of access, the one we used earlier. And use switch port trunk native VLAN, specify the VLAN ID. Use the switch port trunk allowed VLAN, and then followed by the VLAN list and the configuration. So here is one example. First, we select interface fast Ethernet 01. This is a port on switch number 1. Connect fast Ethernet 01 on switch 2. And then we use the command switch port mode trunk. Since switch 1 and switch 2 are connected together, it's a switch-to-switch connection. Therefore, it's trunk mode. We use the switch port trunk native VLAN 99. Switch port trunk allow VLAN 10, 20, 30, and 99, and then we end the configurations. So if you look at the left-hand side, the subnets associated with each VLANs are following. For VLAN 10, these belong to faculty and staff with following IP address and a subnet mask. For VLAN 20, is designated for students, and then 30 for guests, and the VLAN 99 is native VLAN. So fast Ethernet 01 port on switch 1 is configured as trunk port. Note, this assumes a 2960 switch using 802.1q tagging. Layer 3 switches require the encapsulation to be configured before the trunk mode. After configuring the trunk port or link, we are going to verify it. We use the show interface fast Ethernet 01 switch port command to check if we configure this correctly or not. On the right-hand side, this shows the list of commands. For the first 4 lines, as you can see, we configured that port and turn it into be trunk mode using interface fast Ethernet 01, and then switch port mode trunk, and no switch port trunk native VLAN 99, and end configuration, followed by the show command. We want to see the configuration results. So use the show interfaces fast Ethernet 01 switch port, and here give us the summary. The switch port is enabled, mode is trunk mode. Operational mode is also trunk mode. Encapsulation method is the .1Q, and the operational trunking encapsulation is also the .1Q, and so on. The trunking native mode VLAN is VLAN 99. Trunking VLAN is enabled for all. If you want to reset the trunk, we can do following. So reset the default trunk setting with no command. All VLANs are allowed to pass traffic, and the native VLANs equal to VLAN 1. So here is the command we can use. So first, we need to enter to that particular interface. In this case, we want to configure fast Ethernet 01. So we use the interface FAO/1. And then we use the no switch port trunk allowed VLAN, no switch port trunk native VLAN, and then end the configuration. By entering the show interfaces, fast Ethernet 01 switch port, and then we check the result. As you can see here, no tagging, access mode VLAN is 1, and the trunking VLANs enabled all. Reset the trunk to an access mode with the switch port mode access command. So again, we enter to this interface by using command interface F80/1 switch port mode access and end. Now we use the show command. As you can see, the administrative mode is static access. The operational mode is also static access. The access mode VLAN is VLAN 1. Trunking native mode VLAN is also 1 by default.